Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson went on a camping trip to Dartmoor, and as they lay down for the night, Sherlock Holmes said, "Dr. Watson, my old friend, when you look up into the darkness, please tell me what you see." "Well, I can see a very clear sky. There are no clouds and the stars are out in their millions. I can see the Milky Way, and I believe that extra bright star over there is the planet Venus, which you can see at this time of the year. I would also deduce that being such a clear night will mean that it will get quite chilly." Watson laughed and said, "But knowing you, Sherlock, I'm sure there are many things I have missed." "What have you deduced?" There was a moment's silence, and then Holmes replied, "Somebody's nicked our tent." The Lone Ranger and Tonto have just spent a month riding through the desert before landing up at Prickly Gulch Creek, where they go into the saloon for a much-needed drink. They've only been in there a few minutes when a man runs in asking if anyone owns a big white horse. "That's mine," replies the Lone Ranger. "Is there anything wrong?" "Sure is. The animal's collapsed," says the man. The Lone Ranger and Tonto go outside to see poor Silver lying prostrate on the ground, but after giving him some water he seems to revive a bit. The Lone Ranger turns to Tonto and says, "Will you just run around him for a few minutes so he can feel a breeze, and that'll soon put him right?" Tonto starts to run around Silver while the Lone Ranger goes back inside to finish his drink. A moment later, another man rushes in asking who owns the white horse outside. "Bloody hell," says the Lone Ranger. "That's mine. Now what's wrong?" "Oh, your horse is all right," says the man, "but you've left your engine running." Two women are watching a film in the cinema when one turns to the other in surprise. "You're not going to believe this, Mav, but the man sitting next to me is Mav." "Dirty bugger. Just ignore him," she hisses. "I can't. He's using my hand." A cowboy walks into a saloon wearing a paper suit and is immediately arrested by the sheriff for rustling. A man walks into a saloon, draws his gun and shoots the piano player dead. "I've been itching to do that for a long time," he says. "That bloody noise has been driving me mad." The barman beckons the man to one side. "Mind if I give you a bit of advice, mister? If I were you, I would file off any sharp edges on your gun and grease the barrel." "Is that supposed to make me a better shot?" asks the cowboy. "No, but you'll find it'll make things easier for you. That piano player you just killed has two big, mean brothers, and when news gets to them about what you did, they'll shove that gun right up your ass."